Yeah, this is gonna be that kind of videos. Let's talk about Mr. Roberto.
Ano pang ano
So, can you tell us your name?
Um, okay, so. I'm just gonna be real with you. I have no plan for this video. I have no script right here, no paper right here. I really don't know how I can show you, but I have no paper at all. I can show you right now. Like nothing at all, just no script. And what this video is gonna entail is that this may be the last video that you may ever see of me doing a school project for the school that I've been, well, going to for almost the past, I think, around 1, 2, 6 to 7 years. Well, 3 years I transferred to another school, but then I came back for my junior high school, and of course, yeah, basically my whole junior high school was basically spent in the school that I'm gonna talk about, which is of course, I mean, as of you all know, as of all of you watching, you all must know what my name is. If you don't know and you're just tuning in and confused on what's going on and why I'm making this video, and hi, I'm Sayopia Ramos, and this will be the last video that will be ever recorded and will be, I guess, graded by my teacher, who is Sir John Pimentel, and from the school that I've been going through it, which is St. Teresa of the Child Jesus College of Arts and Science. That's right, that's the school that I've been going to since, well, 67 years from what I said. And I've been meaning to make this video even though my exams are done, but technically this is my final exam for, well, the whole school year that I've been on since grade 10, but yeah, technically this would be graded, so, but I had plans on making a video like this, where I would just sit down and talk, and just say what I want. But I guess fate has other plans, and I guess it's forcing me to make this video, but anyways. But yeah. So first off, so essentially this video is gonna be a recollection of almost entirely of the memories that I have for St. Teresa of the Child Jesus College of Art and Science, but before it wasn't called like that. It was called St. Teresa of the Child Jesus Academy, and before after that it was something called St. Teresa of the Child Jesus. Well, I think they had kinder, and then kindergarten, then there was also nursery, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I went to the school when I was kindergarten, and then stopped at grade 3. After that, I came back when I was gonna be grade 7, and then here we are today at grade 10. So I'll be showing a few images as I talk, and this video may become quite a long one, so hopefully you all, well, stay here and, well, listen to my, I guess, backstory to this school. So, when I first enrolled this school, I was around like 4 years old when you go to kindergarten, I think, but around that age here. So around 3 to 4, where I enrolled in St. Therese as a kindergartner, and then I think that's where I first met the people that I've met today, the people that I've shown in the videos that I've produced for you guys. So yeah, kind of hard, but yeah. From that point on, it's a bit blurry, but a bit messy, a bit confusing, since, well, that part of my life has been locked in my head and I can't really seem to get it out. And yeah, if this was scripted, then I could just, well, read it out and just tell you what has gone in my kindergarten years, but I can't. This is unscripted, since one of the requirements of this, well, final video project is an unscripted video, which is essentially just speaking out from the heart. But yeah, this is the thing I've chosen. So yeah, from kindergarten to kindergarten 2, it's again blurry, since most of the memories I have are essentially, well, giving away a CD copy of Cars 2, or, well, Cars, the original movie, the animated movie, and watching it with my classmates, and then learning about math, etc., and then attending flag ceremonies, which was essentially from the old school. The school that is currently in St. Therese is the one on the highway, if anybody is living near me. But yeah, it's on the highway, but the old school was more inside of where it was almost tucked away somewhere in the world, but it was quite a nice school. It was a really big school. Yeah. And again, most of the memories that I have from it are basically just painting projects, just drawing. From then on, grade 1, which is also really hard to remember, since again, it isn't the point where I was somewhat where I transferred to the other school that I may talk about a bit in this video. But grade 1 and grade 2 is a bit blurry for me. But around that time, I think I've met quite a lot of friends, like the original friends that I made, and not the new ones that I have right now. But the originals that I still remember are, well, I think would be, well, for one, Megan, Jeremy, I think, went to grade 1, Joris, trying to remember here, but Justin, which I think he, well, transferred to another school when it was like grade 3, I think, or maybe grade 4. I don't know. I wasn't in grade 4 to 6 in the school, but yeah. But yeah, from the memories that I have, I really met a lot of good people. But of course, I was quite the chaotic kid. I was quite chaotic and really quite quirky, if you can say the least. Like, from the images that I'm showing you right now, I was quite the almost problematic. I remember that I really somewhat didn't like learning, but I kind of liked math for some reason, even though it's today. Math is just, oh god. Oh, but yeah, from the past, I remember like vague birthdays, like birthday party. I remember from grade 2, I think, where I held a birthday party for me, where my mom and my dad would, well, cook kind of like pancit and then chicken. Then I received some presents from my classmates, and yeah, I think that's like the most earliest memory that I have for grade 1 or 2, if I remember really. The teachers that I met are really nice. Like from grade 1 to like 10, they are really nice. From my experience, though they may seem to forget a few things, but they're really passionate about their jobs. And even one teacher that I remember clearly from grade 7, who I'm gonna talk about a bit later, but and it's gonna be a bit personal once I get to that point. And also from where I get to grade 3, the point where I transferred for grade 4. So yeah, grade 1 and 2 just went by and graduated. For grade 3, I think that's when most of the. I know my classmates are watching this. Like, I'm not gonna deny that. I know you guys are watching this, and I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna hold back anything here. And yeah. Oh wait, right. I remember 1 and 2. I was quite. I had diarrhea problems. Like, I was called Lotus. Lily pad. I was called a lily pad since I really was quite. I had like bowel problems that I couldn't really control. So yeah, it was a bit hard for me, but I think I just ignored it and just went on. Also, I remember in grade 3 where I think I I think a few of my classmates were there, and we were in like this play area and also like a rest area for parents where. But I remember where we saw a cat, and I called out that is pusa, which in English translates to cat. But what my class may have heard or may have made me said was putang, which is a swear word. And sorry for saying that, but yeah. And then some drama happened, and I don't even know what even happened, but some teachers got involved and my parents got involved. Yeah, yeah. You could tell I was really gullible and also really airheaded, if you could say the least. But I don't know. I had fun in my own strange way, but yeah. Then grade 3, the point where I think it was at the end of an exam. I really remember this somewhat clearly, but it's hard to admit something that it's really embarrassing. But some of my classmates just joke about it, but really, what's there to joke about? Like, why are you even joking about it? Why is it funny? Like, on God. Like, haha, I mentioned this traumatic thing for you. Haha, everybody laugh at this traumatic thing that has happened to me specifically, but yeah. But that's where I think. This is gonna take a minute since it's really hard to admit this. It was around the end of an exam. And I think I was just standing around, my bag over my back, and I'm just gonna pause the video for a second. This is just hard to. Okay, again, this is really just hard for me to just say since it's really somewhat embarrassing, but mostly just hard. But and then an exam where everyone was ready to go home, it was dark outside, and yeah, everybody was just doing their own business while I was there just wandering around. And then I had this sudden idea of having people to kick my ass for no apparent reason. I just like grade 3, like I think 7 year old me, like they just wanted pain, just wanted pain on my ass, and just yeah, that's where I asked my classmates to just kick me in the ass for no reason at all, like just a brief idea that just came into my 7 to 8 year old brain, and just hey, I should just ask people to kick my ass. And then yeah, that's where it started. That's where somewhat started, and then slowly, by the time passed and people just started kicking my ass, the boy, like mostly the guys in my class just kicked my ass. Like some of the girls, but just mostly guys. Like it calmed down for a moment, but then I asked it almost beggingly for some reason that I really don't know why my past self did that, but here I am admitting it. So yeah, after a while, my ass was getting kicked, and slowly, I wanted them to stop. Like, on God, it was starting to, hurt a bit, but they didn't stop. Like, actually, like, they didn't stop. Like, when I was even, like, shouting stop, but, yeah. Then after that, tears started flowing out of me, and then started crying, and then teacher got in at the really wrong time, and then yeah, so there you have it, me admitting to that. Are you guys happy now? Like me admitting to that, and also the fucking lily pad thing. Yeah. There was also a time where I think I mispronounced a word, which they also just joke about and just tease, but I don't know. I forgot the word, but it was something, since I mainly use English back in the day, when I was little. Also now I still use English, since literally I feel like English just became my first language. Tagalog just became my second language. I still have some problems speaking Tagalog, but again, I can speak Tagalog fluently. I just don't know a lot of like deeper words. Like I'm learning a few. I'm learning a few day by day, but just know that my like how I speak is mostly just English. That's I think that's why I became the Englishero, or the English guy in my class. So. And also, we're this social stigma in the Philippines where if you speak English fluently, you're like, oh hey, you're smart. Oh hey, you can speak English good. You're so smart. But it isn't like that. Like, I just picked up English from like tutoring lessons, and also, television. Like, I watched a lot of television back in the day, before when phones were a thing, but yeah. But yeah, after that, after grade 3, I moved out. Like, a few memories that I remember are being somewhat afraid to my guy classes, and my classmates that, yeah, like, peering out of the door to see if anyone was, it was really, I think, tough for my little self, but I don't know. If I could say one thing to my small self, is that don't stop having fun. Don't stop being you, since in the future you'll really just regret just being yourself, and it's tiring of being yourself, since yeah. Anyways, I think that will be somewhat of a thing that I would say if I got the chance to say something to my past self. But yeah. once grade 3 rolls away, we come to grade 4 and grade 4 to 6, which honestly was really big for me since I was the one that decided that I should just move since, well, bullying. Since I saw that moment in my life as bullying, then I just moved to a different school, which was Liceo de Pila Elementary, and from there on, I met a few people, some good people, but then I think from where like first and from where I from the first day of school or a few days from school, from like 2-3 days of school, I think I was misunderstood, where I was or I misunderstood some of the people, since I think I never really grasped the idea of like focusing on what the person was saying. So like from words from someone else would have me hearing something else, like something like hello or something along like that. And also gestures, like I thought if someone is waving at me, it would look to me as if someone was doing the middle finger at me. But yeah, I think that's where it started, and then slowly I think I started to hate being there, since I knew nobody except for one or two people, which was my cousins, but they had their own lives, and yeah. And at that point, well, phones were a thing now. I tried to talk to my new classmates in Messenger, but they literally just kicked me out of the group for when I just said hi, and when I just typed in hi, they just immediately kicked me out for no reason at all. Probably because they may have just didn't like me, since I was just a new person. Though I did meet two new friends. They seemed nice, and I did bond a bit with like movies and such, like Maze Runner and Hunt Games and such. But that was just it. Like, yeah. Around grade 5 to 6, I met someone that was named Dale, which I don't know if he's watching this or not. I don't know, maybe he just forgotten me, but yeah, he was quite the interesting kid. He was really, really interesting, to say the least. Yeah. He was a bit problematic, but he was good. He was. I think I saw a bit of myself in him. Like, I knew he was a bit addicted. And I saw him. Like a loneliness in him. Like I was also feeling as well from my time in that school. But yeah. Around grade 6, that's when I decided that I would go back to St. Therese and, well, finish my junior high school there. Just finish off my high school life there. And, oh boy, things have changed. And I think that's the point where I think that's the golden age of myself and, well, self-identity. I think that's the point of where I really, really enjoyed myself, and also how I was learning and such. And also meeting two new people that I still converse today. And I think both of them might be watching this, but yeah. If you two guys are watching this, then hey, how's it going? But yeah, the two new people that I met, and also another person I met that was just, God, he was so relatable that instant friends, like, on God, instant friends, like, we just connected together. Like, when I met him, I literally just found someone that I could just relate to just talk to anything at all, to just talk to the things that I want to talk to my other classmates that I couldn't, since they wouldn't even understand or even relate to. But my God, it was like finding diamonds in Minecraft. Like, oh my God, it was just well, yeah, to the two people that I met in grade 7, their names are... Jeremiah... No, I'm just kidding. Their names are... Jo Marie and also Lawrence. Those are the two people that I met and just connected really well. Like, I think Jo Marie was just looking out for someone that spoke English well, and Lawrence just came along. And the three of us just went together and just became friends, and became a small group of friends that, always talk to each other. Though Jo Marie did also went ahead and befriend the other guys in classes that got other guys in the class that I remember, and some of the classmates that I had in grade 3 have already left, but yeah. So yeah, that was grade 6, and it was just a literal golden age for myself, and yeah, it was really just fun. It was high school. And also, this was also the time where it was the new school. It was a high school that the old school. I think they couldn't like maintain the budget for that school, so they moved. And yeah, I really don't know the exact reason why they changed the location of the school, but yeah, I think they wanted somewhere that was more open. But yeah. So memories, like these are really more recent memories that I have from grade 8 to 10. From now, grade 8 to 9, since that's where the pandemic wasn't a thing yet. And I think grade 9 was when the volcano erupted. But yeah, grade 8 was just a really fun time, and I really enjoyed myself, and just, though I did had mental problems, like I think I still had just the realization that just nobody, that I just still couldn't relate to the other people in my class, and just that loneliness. And also, it was also the time that I also, spoke more online instead of like in real life, but I still was still quite the talkative person. And yeah, around, so grade 8 to 10, grade 8 to 9. Grade 8 to 9 was really an experience in St. Therese, and I remember the fire drills, I think the overnight camping, the science camp in grade 9 was really fun. And also the Red Cross overnight was really fun for me. And I think grade 9 was also the point where I met my Filipino teacher, which I'm not gonna mention here, but okay, so this is the point of the video where I'm gonna talk about the teacher that just understood what I was going through, and what I was just thinking at that time, and how I was affected by I should get good grades, I should just get high grades for my parents to to get on my back, and just, yeah. And also just admitting myself here that why I get good grades is because to try and impress my parents. But even then they just say good work, and that's it. Like maybe a few rewards, but not like a hug. Anyways, so grade 9, my Filipino teacher, and I remember it was like our last performance task in grade 9. It was like fourth grading. It was the last thing we had to do, and I remember I was talking to my friend who was 2 grades higher than me. I remember his name. He was heck, hold on. I need to remember here. I remember. Alright, I remember it, and his name was Emil. So I was talking with Emil in like the oh, and also don't mind the back. Don't mind the rain. It's raining here, and I can't really. I'm just gonna try and edit the rain out. But we were talking in the cafeteria, and I was waiting for our teacher to somewhat grade our performance, and yeah, a few of my classmates checked up on me to say that I should just get up there and just wait there, but I think I was just reluctant to just go up there and just continue talking. And then from then on, I think 2 hours passed, and then realization just kicked in me, and I rushed up there, and the play was just almost over. And I was just there, standing in disbelief that I actually just missed out my last performance task for Filipino. After that, my Filipino teacher pulled me aside and said that I'll have to talk with him for my final grade for Filipino. And yeah, a few days passed, and then the next day I was called in to the teacher's lounge, and there I thought of an idea to try and create and try and do something for the performance task that I missed, and it was like an essay. I think I thought of an essay for the play that we did, or an essay of something else, but from another perspective, I looked broken. Like, I was just staring at the ground, not moving at all, and it looked like and I remember clearly that I was in tears. Like, I was about to go into tears, and just couldn't believe like what I was. Like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I was in shock. It was at that point that I just didn't know what to do. And then he pulled out some papers and gave me an 100 for no reason at all. And he just saw me and just I don't know why he did that. I still don't know why he did that till this day, but I was at that moment when he just wrote down 100 for the performance task. I was in disbelief, and I wanted to thank him. I really wanted to thank him. I think I did, but I really wanted to genuinely maybe hug him or something, but it was really, really emotional for me. But I will never forget what my Filipino teacher did for me in that final grade for my subject. And yeah, I went back to class with my classmate, and yeah, things went on. Some of my classmates asked me if I was gonna do something for the missed out performance test, and I just said nothing, or something along the lines of I'm just gonna do an essay, since they thought that I had to do something, because like if he just gave me 100 for no reason, that would just be unfair for the others, but he did. And I still don't know why. And yet, I'm still thankful for the teacher that gave me that performance task for that final grade. And yeah, rain's about to fall down. Yeah, I'm just gonna ruin the audio. I'm just gonna pause it for now. I'm just gonna pause it for today. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. So it's the next day, and again, really sorry. And yeah, I didn't want to finish this video like yesterday, but again, the rain happened and I had to stop. So, anyways, continuing from where I left off was, I think we were now at grade 9, I think. Yeah, we're already at grade 9 since I've already talked about the grade 7 and 8 thing and the whole final grading at grade 8. So we're getting to grade 9, which is where the pandemic struck, where the whole world just stopped, where everything just completely just ceased and a virus took over. And dear, it really took a toll mentally for me, since I think this point of my life is where I slowly started to become less social, to say the least, where I wasn't very much talkative to anyone from my classmates and such. And it's mostly just if there was any assignments or something on lines of that, or even just someone helping them, or even doing just small jokes in the group chat that we have. But this area just really took a toll for me mentally and somewhat physically, since this is also where I slowly just stopped exercising for no reason at all, which I don't know why, but I should have continued, which was literally just a benefit for me, since I had more time to exercise than to study. But yeah, and also a lot more time to just really just try and improve what I'm passionate about, which is art and animation. But for some reason, I somewhat didn't. I think, since I'm just gonna admit it right now that I am someone who procrastinates a lot, where I would sometimes try and force myself to do things that I want to do and end up stopping midway, since I guess the feeling of like tiredness, or just the hopefulness that I may not finish this later. And also there are also other things that may try and stop me from what I'm currently doing. So yeah, but yeah, no, there are a lot of factors that played in why I haven't been as creative as I was. But I think I did post a few videos in like a private channel that I have, but most of them are basically just small clips of just me doing nothing and just watching rain and just watching the rainy season from like 2 years ago. And yeah, so at that time I was working on one artwork that I was just gonna finish, and that artwork, which I'm gonna show you right now, is this. This was something that I truly dedicated myself when my phone was still working, since right now I'm using my mother's phone and my phone right now isn't working at all. And yeah, but the artwork you're seeing right now is something that took almost like half a year to finish. Like, most of it was just procrastination, but almost every detail that I tried to just put into this artwork was somewhat there. I just tried my best to just create an atmosphere that I could just have this artwork feel to be something that I could just, well, essentially just be proud of, and I am proud of it. I liked how it turned out. There could be a few adjustments, like there could be a few improvements, but at this moment, I really like it. And after that, I th- I think that also just nothing. After that, it was just nothing. Like no other project. I was working on a few projects, but it ultimately just got stopped by me procrastinating. And sure, you could say it was laziness, but to me, it's procrastination. Where just the feeling of just not wanting to finish this right now and having it to do it later, and then slowly just not doing it at all. And also, if you see me sweating, I don't have the fan today since it's downstairs, but it's fine. I'm okay. I'm used to the heat. But yeah. So grade 8 to 9 was basically the point where I think I wasn't that social with my classmates. I was still social with the two friends. I think I would, I'm just gonna say best friends that I have. That, I think slowly over time, one of them left for another school. The other also left for another school last year, and from then on, I think yeah. Right now, oh wait, what? Hold on. Memory's a bit confusing, but okay. First off, let me just correct things here. So in grade 9, one of my friends, which was John Marie Dayo, who left for another school, and Lawrence stayed with me for grade 9 in St. Therese, and after that, this school year, he also left for another school. And then from that point on, I was still in contact with him, but I felt like I don't know, kind of felt like I didn't have any like true friend that was in my class. Though I did saw my other classmates as friends, but not like close friends. And I don't know. Some of them may not agree, but I really don't know. It's confusing. Humans are confusing. Humans are really social animals, and yet we're also misunderstood a lot, and it's really confusing, and to me, anyways, and to a lot of people that may be out there who may be watching this, but yeah. Anyways, so I guess it brings up to here, grade 10, which grade 10 was basically where I just tried to push myself to do something this school year, where I promised to myself that I would just make an animation, make something that could just be proud of myself. I didn't care if anybody else's like opinions or even anything along the lines. I just wanted something to be proud of, something that I could just look at and be amazed at something that I could just say that I made this. This is my creation and nobody else owns it. And currently I am creating that animation, which may end up being posted in my other channel, which I may post it on Facebook, but after that I won't do anything else with but after that I won't be posting anything other else, since I really don't use Facebook that often, and I use other social media apps, which I don't know if you want to even follow me there, but yeah. Uh, Grade 10 was really an experience where it was the only time that I actually came into contact with my classmates, where I actually went out and did actual projects, where I went to, well, Pila and did a lot of projects in grade 10, and where I was the most creative in, well, video editing. If you can see my videos in this channel, like I was really in that creative mindset where I was just editing videos I saw and found like interesting, where I took inspiration from other videos from other YouTubers, or even uh well, influencers, and just took that and tried and recreated or made it something my own. Like you can see it in my print shirt, in my shirt printing video, where I really just took in the sitcom like edit style, and I really had a fun time making that video, and how I just shot the scenes just privately, since my mom wouldn't even understand what I was doing, but I think she may have understood, since, well, it was a video project for school. So yeah. And if I was given a choice to, well, change anything from my past, I would somewhat change a few things, but I would change nothing from it. Genuinely, I would change almost nothing, except for a few things that you may know, but who knows. But yeah, I had a fun time in the school, and hopefully to, well, future, moving up, the students moving up to grade 10, well, hopefully you're prepared for your final stage as a junior high school, since, well, once grade 10 is over, people will leave, and you have to accept that things change for reasons. And for me, I think it's time for me to, well, change and improve myself more as to how I've been doing things all my life. And yeah, but hopefully you've, well, sat through basically this whole, well, video of just me, well, just being this open to, well, an audience that may or may not just watch this in the near future. But this may be the only, well, moment in my life that I've been this open, this, well, I guess really, just show my everything that I have inside this brain of mine that it has been pent up for so long. And I think it's time for some change in my life. So I think that's it. hopefully you've enjoyed watching this video, and well, I'm just gonna this is just gonna be the last thing I'll say this. And yeah, I am a proud Derisian, and hopefully to the people that are watching are proud too, to have, well, experienced friendships and hardships, and now are just moving on in life. And so yeah, thank you for watching. My name is Harry P. Ramos, and good luck out there, and be creative with yourself. Don't forget that.